spiritual guidance here live here with Duchess. Y'all say hi, Duchess. Say hey, Duchess. Oh, for those that haven't met my dog Duchess. She's a Dotson Beagle mix. And of course, she knows your girl is exhausted and tired. So just wanted to come on live real quick to let everybody know that I still am going live tonight. For those that missed that community post, I will be doing Aquarius and Pisces as well as an exclusive members only video later on today, this afternoon. Really need to get some rest, really need to chill for just a little bit because it's just one of those days. It's raining, it's really cold out here, so I'm just trying to get a little rest. But for those that don't know, as a tarot reader, spiritualist, people that really channel other people's energy, it can really be depleting and draining. And literally this morning, I did a personal reading for a client. And when I tell you guys, that reading drained me. I was totally like, I was just dying. I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't think I have it in me to get through that reading and then actually go and do Aquarius and Pisces and then have to do the members only video. I'm just like, there's no way. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I don't have nothing in me. Like, that reading was so intense, guys. My head started spinning. Like, I felt like I was going to pass out. I'm dead serious. I felt like I was going to pass out. I was like, what the heck? Um, Without giving that person's information and all that stuff. I'm gonna just say that person that I was channeling, that they were connecting to, was very low vibrational. And like a lot of people don't realize, as a energy worker, you tend to like really begin to like channel the energies, and it just really depletes you and it makes you just feel like almost like sick. So I was just like, like I gotta stop. I gotta pause. I gotta step back and I have to really just chill for a second. Mind you, I did not eat breakfast because I was like, I'm about to knock all this stuff out. I'm gonna go ahead and do this reading. Then I'm going to knock out these other readings and then I'll eat later. So I think that was a part of the issue as well. Um, so all my spiritualists, my tarot readers that follow me, make sure that you really ground yourself and you take time for yourself to heal, step away from tarot for just a second sometimes, just to really like unwind and chill, um, because it's a lot. And then a lot of you guys know last night, I did a bunch of personal readings. I did a lot. So if you missed that, check out that collective reading. The link is in the community tab where you guys can check out that collective. And then following that, I did a bunch of personals. So that was also depleting. But you guys know I love to connect with you all. I love to help you guys. I really love to support everyone and get through these readings. Even if I'm suffering in silence, I still love to be there to support you all. So do know that is coming from a good place when I tell you guys, hey, I really need to chill. So me and Duchess, we chilling. Say hey, Duchess. Say hey. Oh. So yeah, we're chilling in the bed. S Baby says, hey, you look comfortable. We're snowed in Oklahoma. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm in Mississippi and right now it's raining, but they say we're supposed to be having ice and like a cold front coming in. So it may like lead to snow or icy roads and stuff like that. And so like people in the South were like freaking out and we're scared. A lot of us are scared to leave our homes and be out in the wild at this time because we don't know what's going to happen with this snowstorm coming through. Yeah. Yeah, Keisha, I hope I can get some rest too. I'm definitely going to take me a good nap. Definitely going to take a good nap. Sharon says, "Hey Mika, you look so cozy." She said, "You're entitled to some time of Mika. You do so much for us on the channel. Happy chilling, Mika. Enjoy your Sunday." Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. I do. Y'all don't realize, like, this is not the only thing that I do. Um, I'm also a school teacher. I teach high school, and I teach in a school that has a lot of troubled youth. So it really does tax on my energy as well. And then on top of that, I am a single mom. I have a 16-year-old son where I make sure that he's good. And then I also have this channel, and then I do personal readings. And then outside of that, I also work with teachers across the state for a local university where I help them, support them to get their national board certification. Because what you guys don't know is I have a lot of degrees, a lot of certifications. I'm kind of a nerd. So I do a lot of different things besides this channel. And I'm also in the process of trying to start and launch a new business. So a matchmaking business. So your girl is busy, but I like to stay busy, and I like to pour into helping people and have different type of passionate projects to just really help uplift others. And I love love, you know. I love love, so it's um it's really kind of a passion of mine to help people and create different things to bring the right people together. You know, we get tired of the toxic people and the people that's bringing the good people down, because there are good people in the world, and I want to make sure that the good people meet other good people. So yeah. Um, my members, if you missed it last night, we did a video. We did a video exclusive for members where I did like a late night chat. And there was a lot of good questions that members asked me, personal questions. So if you're a member of the channel, check that out. You got a little behind the scenes scoop, inside scoop of your girl that I don't really like to share to people, but you guys got it last night. So if you missed that, Cassandra, check it out, girl. It was fun connecting with everyone, and they had some really good questions that I felt helped maybe some people understand me on a deeper level and how hard I grind for real. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much, S Baby, for the love and support. Good morning, Laura. Good morning. So yeah, we're just relaxing and chilling. How's everybody else doing this morning? Good morning. Just want to talk to y'all besides doing tarot readings. Did everybody get a chance to check out that collective read I did yesterday? If you didn't, there's a post I did this morning on the community tab for y'all to click on it and check it out. I also did, what did I do last night, y'all? I did Sagittarius and Capricorn. I had a lot of other people come onto those lives, and they were asking me, they're like, have you done Aries? Have you done Virgo? Have you done this? Have you done that? And I have. So I always tell people, if you're a viewer of my channel and you want to make sure that you don't miss anything, just go to my playlist. Like literally am very organized on my channel, and I have playlists. So like if you want to check out any of my recent all signs readings, go to my playlist that says all signs. If you want to check out my collective readings, go to my playlist that says collective. If you want to look at individual signs, for example, if you are a Sagittarius and you missed the Sagittarius reading last night, or you're a Capricorn and you missed the Capricorn reading, just go to that playlist so you can make sure you check out all the latest stuff that I post. And if you ever get a personal reading on the live, like I did yesterday, there is a playlist that's called Live Readings. So that way you can check that out. So yeah, go to that playlist for people that got live readings yesterday. And if you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do with the video? How do I get to it? go to that playlist, and that's how you'll be able to find that video. So yeah. S Baby says, "Happy birthday." Thank you so much. It's a little early for my birthday. My birthday, I am an Aquarius, yes, but my birthday is February 12th. So those that want to know, I was born the same day as Abraham Lincoln. So honest Abe. I was born the same day as Abraham Lincoln, 2 days before Valentine's Day. I know that's a mess, right? So yeah, but my birthday is a very special day because it's on the calendar as the same day as Abraham Lincoln, February 12th. Um, so I want to ask, am I married? I am not married. I am divorced. I am divorced. I was with my ex-husband for 15 years, and I've been divorced since 2020. So I've been divorced for about 6 years now. Yeah. Never had a problem finding a person. So it's not like I'm single because I have a problem finding people. Like, that's the problem. I get attention all the time and I get guys that want to talk to me, but I'm just like really living in my purpose right now. And I'm really just kind of like focusing on other things in my life. Plus, I'm a single mom. I have a 16-year-old son. So a lot of my focus is just like getting him through this season of trying to get through college. Like, he's a very smart young man. He's a junior in high school, but he's also taking college courses. Very brilliant young guy, just like his mom and his dad. Both of us were very smart people. Met my ex-husband in college as well. He was an honor student. I was an honor student. So we're all a bunch of nerds. You know what I'm saying? So of course, in the gene pool, my son is also very smart. So I'm just trying to make sure that he gets what he needs. And in the meantime, just focusing on my grind, my goals, my healing, and just staying grounded. And in the process, what better way to heal and then to help others? So I loved it. I loved the fact that I was able to create this platform a couple years ago and really pour into giving a lot of people insight, guidance, and support. And what a lot of you guys don't know is that I got my bachelor's degree in communication, my master's degree in teacher leadership, and my education specialist degree in school administration. And I'm also national board certified. So, what a lot of people don't realize is that um, I have a lot of talents. And by creating this particular channel, I'm pouring into my passion of broadcasting and creating and being a creative, but also I'm pouring into my passions of leadership, right? Leading by advice and in helping a lot of people. And I've always had a spiritual gift. Like, ever since I've been a little girl, I've always had the ability to see, feel, pick up energies, um, have the energy of clairvoyance to really like see and understand things on a deeper level that maybe people with their blind eye can't see or feel. I just never knew how to really channel all that into something that could be bigger than myself. And that's what kind of motivated me to start this channel. So I can use my gifts and my passions to do something that's bigger than myself, helping a lot of other people. So it just really made it a lot of fun. Cherie, hey. That's my girl, Cherie. Hey, girl, look at me. Look at me, Cherie. Girl, I'm so tired. Tired. So yeah, check out that Sagittarius reading, Cherie. I did a Saggy read last night. Check it out, girl. I'm pretty sure you probably already checked it out. But yeah. Yep. We're not iced in. We're not iced in. We're like, for those that don't know, I'm in Mississippi. I'm in central Mississippi. And where I'm at, it's like raining right now. It's raining, it's cold, but I feel like I'm predicting that we're going to get ice and they're going to shut the schools down tomorrow. Like, I feel coldness coming. I don't think we're going to get snowed in. I agree with you, Cherie. I feel like we're going to get iced in. Yeah. You going to check it out now? Yeah, check out that Saggy read, girl. Check it out. It was good. Yeah. S baby says blessed. Yes, you are. Thank you so much. Ah, Hillary, what up? You're in Clarksdale. In the Delta, baby. Yeah, in the Delta. My ex-husband, he's from Greenwood. He's from the Delta. So I know about the Delta, girl. I already know. I know how that is. Yeah. So the schools are closed tomorrow for you in Texas, Cherie. Okay. Yeah, that's what I feel. I feel like that's what's going to happen with us. It's just going to take a little bit of time for my school district to close because the way that my school district is set up, they be forcing us to go to work. So we're just waiting to get the word, but I'm predicting they're going to close it. They're going to close it. Yeah, Solar Tarot says your cousin's in Tennessee and he snowed in. That's awesome. Yeah, like places above me, like north of where I'm at. I'm in central Mississippi. So places above me, especially like Tennessee area and stuff like that, they're definitely getting the snow. I'll be surprised if we get snow. I think we're getting more ice in central Mississippi than anything. Clarksdale, y'all might get a little snow up there, Hillary. Yeah. Oh, okay. You're from there. You're from Clarksdale, but you're not there anymore. Okay, okay. Yeah, most people that are from the Delta don't stay there long because there's nothing there but a bunch of cotton fields. I'm like, my goodness. That's what people don't know is I'm from California. I'm not from Mississippi, but I live in Mississippi. I'm from Southern California. Yeah, born and raised. I'm a Cali girl. Cali girl. Mia Slays says you need to go to bed, girl. Don't get blocked. Don't get blocked. That's your warning. Don't get blocked. Oh yeah, them June bugs is something else. Yep, yep. Yeah. And those mosquitoes, girl, those mosquitoes in the Delta. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm like, hell no. I got to get up out of here. It was thick. They were thick. They were biting. So if anybody ever goes to Mississippi in the summertime and you visit anywhere that's called the Delta, which is kind of like the northwestern area of Mississippi, it is a mess. I'm not a fan of it. But people that grow up in those small country towns like that, they're so used to it. I guess it's a part of life. And so it's very interesting to me that people will stay there for years at hand, but it's what's familiar. They're used to that. Okay, Atwater, California. I don't even know where that is. Is that like Northern California, Laura? Atwater, California. I'm originally from Pasadena, which is outside. That's in Los Angeles County. So you might as well say I'm an LA girl because I grew up, in Los Angeles County. But yeah, Californication. Yep, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. What are y'all doing today? Like a lot of people are probably snowed in. What are y'all doing today? Yeah, Biloxi, Tunica, yeah, with the casinos and stuff. Rome, Greenville, Greenwood, all that's the Delta. Yeah. Solar Tarot says, "What you doing for your birthday, girl?" I don't know. I'll be honest. That's a good question. Hey, and if I have any tarot readers that want to give me a reading, I'm all for it. Give me a reading. If I have any psychics that watch me, do a psychic on me. I love that kind of stuff. I'm really into that stuff. I'm a big tarot fan. So if you are a tarot reader and you want to donate a reading for me, send me an email. I'm gonna put my email in the chat. Let's see if I can put my email in the chat. See if it's going to even let me chat. How do you chat on this thing? I guess it won't let me. Okay, so it would be MikaDivineTarot@gmail.com. MikaDivineTarot@gmail.com. I don't know how to type into the chat. But if you ever go to like my page, like Solo Tarot, if you're interested in giving me a reading, and it could be a general reading, it can be a love reading, it's whatever you want to give me. I just want to know. I'll tell you what I really want to know if you're a tarot reader about my future in business, especially my like how successful will I really get? And then also just in general, whatever spirit wants me to know. So yeah, that would be cool. I love it. I've gotten readings from people on YouTube before. One young lady, I was supporting her. You can tell she was like a newbie to the tarot community. And she was like trying to really like navigate and learn how to read. So I supported her and she was new. So I had kind of had to help guide her a little bit through the reading, but she was so sweet and so kind and I still follow her. And then I've also had a few readers that have actually reached out to me for advice, like to give them some insight and feedback. And I've done that as well. So, yeah, I love to just really help a lot of people. So, Awkward Nisha says she's staying in case of icy roads. Yeah, like in Mississippi, like we all are at the house. Like me, I'm at the house. Y'all know me. All of my subscribers know I love fuzzy socks and heated blankets. I have my heated blanket and I have my fuzzy socks. I got my fuzzy socks on and I got it my heated blanket. And I got my dog right here, right next to me, and I'm in heaven, laying in this bed, chilling. Hillary said she's writing and playing her PS5 and painting with the kids. That's fun. That's so awesome. Hillary said, did Tyler do a reading for you? Was that a cool experience? So, if you check out Tyler's page, he did a reading for you guys, and we were in the background. So, if you go and watch his party, the deck that he used for that reading was my deck. It was the deck that he gifted me, and he signed my cards, and he actually read using my cards. Like, he gave everybody cards at the party, and he was like, "Okay, I need somebody's deck to use for the reading that I'm about to go live on." And I was like, "Tyler, please use my deck." And he's like, "Okay, okay." And he used it, and he asked me which card you want me to sign, and I said, "Sign the Empress card." Because I'm an empress. You're the king of tarot, and I'm the empress of tarot, and all that. And so he signed it, and he also did the reading live. So that was cool. And I felt super special after the fact that he gave me a shout out. I was like, dang, Tyler, what the heck? What the heck? So I was like a little giddy fan, that he did that. But he's super cool in real life. He's super dope. He's super chill. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, S Baby says, yes, he did. I seen you. You looked real good. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, he really read when he was doing that reading. And then you can also see in that same video where he was opening gifts and you can hear the message that I put in the card and everything. So of course we signed a non-disclosure agreement. So I can't reveal a lot of stuff of what went down at the party, but I will say we had a lot of fun and he's in real life super cool and he's genuinely a beautiful soul and it showed through and through and I think he actually really enjoyed my company. He even asked me on a couple of his lives recently, are you going to come to the next party? And I'm like, I'm gonna try, we'll see. For those that don't know, I literally drove 5.5, almost 6 hours to get to his house because I live in central Mississippi and I drove to Atlanta to get to his house. So that was a long drive. And he even said that. He's like, I can understand if you don't want to make that long drive. Yeah. I mean, I can fly, but the problem is, why would I pay, $300, $400, $500 when I can just make that drive for a lot cheaper? So that's my logic. Aquarnisha says, yeah, I was shocked when he shouted you out because I watch y'all too the most. Awesome. Yeah. And what you guys don't know is at the party, I had two of my subscribers there and they're like, oh my gosh, Mika. And I was like, hey. So it was kind of like, they were geeking out to, see Tyler, but they were also geeking out to see me. They were like, "Oh my gosh, I watch your stuff. You're so good." And I'm just like, "Really? You watch my stuff and you really like me? Okay." Yep. And we were taking pictures and hanging out, and it was really dope and really chill. So, that was like my moment where I just felt like I was important, and I never really feel that way. Like, I literally make this channel to just really help people. So the fact that I have impact and really help people and had those conversations with those two lovely ladies that watch me, and also make connections to new people too. There was people there that was like, "Yeah, I got to watch your channel." And I've also literally had people watch it and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're so good. Like, I didn't realize how good you are. I'm really a fan of you now." And I'm like, "Dang, okay." So that was cool. That was a cool experience to see that I connected to so many people on a deeper level. Yeah. Yeah. So that's awesome, Awkward Nisha. I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy Tyler. He's an amazing soul. Like, seriously, y'all. I have people that watch me that surprisingly don't really watch a lot of other tarot readers. Like, they watch me. I've had a lot of you guys say you watch only particular ones, but I say there are other good ones out there, but we all just have our own personality. And our own personality just comes through in how we read the cards, and also just our own unique way to connect with spirit and connect with our gifts and how we deliver the messages as well. Doesn't make anybody better or worse than another. It's just style. It's just all the way you do it, just like a singer or an artist. People that are a painter, we're all tarot readers, but we all just have a different way we express our gifts. Just like a singer, they can sing, they all can sing, but they all have different ways that they express it. So you guys, as the tarot fans, you just choose which artist or tarot reader you really want to, support and watch. Yeah. S Baby says, "I need you guys to read together." Exactly. Exactly. That would be a dream come true. I would be so, oh my gosh, I would be crying. I would be crying. I would be so crying because, like, literally, I reached out to Tyler years ago when I was kind of new to creating the channel. And everything I said, if you guys have not seen that video, go check it out when he was reading the gifts, like the card that I read. And it was coming from a genuine place. He really is a big inspiration. And I'm getting emotional now, but he really is a big inspiration to what motivated me to have the courage to start this channel, because I never really thought that people would really want to see it or hear it, or I would never really think that people would subscribe like I did. Like, the first year, my channel blew up. Like, I was literally the first year over 30K subscribers, over 30K the first year. Like, it went crazy. It went crazy. And then after the first year, it just it grew even more. So now I think I'm at 42 or 43,000, and I'm not even 2 years in, y'all. Like, that's how much impact these messages have on people. And I literally get emails, I get comments, I get a lot of people telling me how much it's really helped them and changed their lives. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. Yeah, Hillary says, "I would have freaked out meeting you both. You two are very gifted." Thank you so much, Hillary. Thank you. Yeah. And I was looking, listen, if you guys are a subscriber, and say if I see you in real life and you tell me, "Oh, I'm Hillary. Remember the one you were talking to?" I'm going to be geeked out. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's Hillary. Girl, yes, the one from Clarksdale." I'm going to be a fan of you because I'm like, "Yes, I remember you, girl." I know that's crazy, but I'm weird like that. I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, Hillary." Like, all of my subscribers that interact with me on a regular basis. And if you were to see me in real life and be like, "Oh, yes, I'm so and so, and I'm always watching your stuff and commenting on your stuff," I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, yes, yes, that is so cool. Yes, yes, yes." I'll be like a fan of you. You'll be like, "Girl, calm down." Yeah. S Baby says, I've been watching you for a while. I've been watching Tyler forever. Please read together. It'll be good both for y'all. You both are gifted. I watched you from the beginning. You did. That's what y'all don't realize. Like S Baby has been an OG. I got a couple of people that are like from the beginning. Like when I was started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Started from the bottom, baby. When I didn't have hardly nobody. And S Baby has been here holding it down. I know you, S Baby. I remember you. I don't forget my people that be looking out for me. And thank you so much for staying here and supporting the channel and letting people know like how far I've come, and that I'm really am the real deal, especially for people that's like coming in trolling my page. They know that I be telling the truth. They just don't want to hear it. And I low key kind of felt bad yesterday when I was doing a reading for a young lady, and she was in a situationship, and I was going on this whole tangent about situationships and stuff. Like after back listening to it, because I said, let me go back and listen to this and let me really think about how I would receive the message if I were her. I really feel like I was a bit harsh. So, that beautiful soul, I'm sorry if I was a little bit harsh, but sometimes I get so passionate and so wrapped up in really just trying to nail it home so you can be able to evolve and grow and become more strong and powerful in your sense of self worth, that sometimes I'm not exclusively speaking to the person I'm reading to. I'm speaking to the broader collective when I'm on a platform like this and there is a message that I feel like others need to hear. But I know on the receiving end of that, it may come across a bit harsh and a bit like, oh my gosh, like, is she attacking me? No, I'm actually trying to help other people because I feel how much love you have for this person. And I feel how much pain you're experiencing by staying in that situationship and knowing that that particular situation is not really serving you. And there's other beautiful souls who are in the same predicament that need to hear the pain that you're inflicting on your own self by staying in that. Yeah. Yeah, Solar Tarot says, yeah, it's hard to get out of those situations when you're invested emotionally. Absolutely. And that's the thing. As women, and I always tell this, as women, we are built to love. We're natural nurturers, we're natural healers. We have so much about us that is built to love that we don't know how to really honor our sense of self worth and have boundary and standards, that we're willing to make those guards drop a little more and more to the point where we end up hurting ourselves. And so, in my message yesterday, what I was trying to get to was honoring your self worth. And as the old saying goes, what one man won't do, another one will. Just because someone gives you a piece of a breadcrumb, a piece of love, a small portion of what you need, doesn't make it be that person that is for you. But sometimes we hold on to that breadcrumb or we hold on to that little piece of that, what that person is giving us. And that is because we haven't healed our past traumas. We haven't healed our past pain. We're not honoring our sense of self worth and not valuing our love for ourselves. We're allowing ourselves to let these people come into our lives, to take advantage of us, to use us, to break us down. And so the message that I was giving to that young lady was not to destroy her and hurt her, but also to send a message to the collective, especially ladies out here, to know that a man is only going to treat you as good or as bad as you let them. And what a lot of women don't know is that for a lot of men, it's so easy. It's so easy for a man to find a desperate woman. Men are not built to love. Men have to fall in love. Men don't move out of emotion. They a lot of times show up with insecurities and fears. So, as a woman, you have to show that you are a woman that's built to love, yes, but a woman that has self respect and standards. That's the only way a man is going to really take you seriously. But a lot of us women move in the energy of thinking that if we sleep with a man, we cook for a man, we do for a man, we sex a man, that's going to make him love you. No, that's going to make him take you as a fool. And he's going to use you, manipulate you, and treat you like the little piece of meat that you're allowing yourself to be. Men only respect women that know and honor their sense of self worth. And a raggedy ass man will run from a woman of power, dignity, and respect. But a real man will show up and respect that woman as the queen as she is. There's a difference. So when you put yourself in a situationship, when you put yourself in a predicament to sleep around with a dude and he hasn't even committed to you, you're opening up Pandora's box for a man to mishandle you and put you in a category as someone he can't take seriously. Because a man doesn't move in love. They don't want love. They want to feel safe. And so a lot of men move out of insecurity like, okay, at some point, I bet this woman's going to do something to harm me. So let me just see. Oh, she's sleeping around with me real quick. Oh, she's easy. Okay, well, I already know. I already know if she's doing that to me, she's doing this to these other men. She cooking for me, she probably cooking for other men. But if you're a woman that has boundaries and standards and playing what they would call hard to get, which is not you playing hard to get, it's just you having a boundary, they're going to see you as a woman that's like, oh, she's different. She moved different. I can't just sleep with her. I can't just use her. Oh, okay. She's a real one. You see what I'm saying? She's a real one. She's a real queen. I got to earn her. And for a man, earning a woman makes a man feel like, yeah, this is the one I've invested in, so that's mine. See, the women got the game twisted. What a man puts his money into and what he invests in is what he respects. So if he invests in you, if he really shows up for you and respects you consistently, and you break his heart, that's messed up. So the women that be using men for money or just like stringing a man along, shame on you for the women that do that to men. I can't stand women that do that to men. That's trying to use a man for his money, a place to stay, all that. Like men have they're very fragile. So if they're doing all that stuff for you, then that says they really are into you. So do the man the honor of show him with a lot of respect and dignity. But we're shifting to a society where a lot of women feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let this man do this, I'm gonna let this man do that, he's gonna buy this, he's gonna buy that. But what you're doing is you're breaking a man down and you're ending up hurting the larger collective of a man to not trust women. And this makes it hard for women that actually are built to love and really want to find their husband, because now you're creating a lot more insecure men and a lot of men that don't really want to be open to settle down because they've been hurt so many times by these raggedy ass bitches that's using men for their money and a place to stay and breaking down their spirit. So that's why as women we have a big responsibility. Close your legs, open your eyes, open your ears, and see a man for his true value and his worth. And honor yourself by putting a boundary in place of showing him some class and dignity. Close your legs. If you follow any spiritual walk, I don't care if you're a Christian, Muslim, Jew, Hindu, whatever, or if you're tapped into more spiritual talk. Thank you so much for joining the Soul Tribe. Thank you so much. If you're tapped into all that, all of it's going to say the same thing. Your body is a temple. The best parts of yourself should be saved for your husband or your wife. So during the courting phase, it doesn't look like you sleeping with a man, ladies, cooking for a man, letting a man move into your house, paying for a man, that's not it. That's not the move. The move is for a man to be a man. Let a man be a man. A man will respect you if you let him be a man. And it's also a test to see if the man is really about being a man. Are they going to be action oriented? Are they going to work for you? Because a man that works for you, meaning they court you, they communicate with you on a regular basis, they take you on dates, they show up for you. That man is telling you, I really like you. I'm really feeling you. And you need to do him the honor of showing him some respect. But that don't mean sleeping with him. And for the man that's scared to court a woman and do right by a woman, you're a grown boy. And you need to hear that. That means you're looking for a woman to be your mama. And you got to move out of a different energy. If a man does all those things without commitment, he's not taking you seriously. He don't want you. It doesn't take a man long to know if you are somebody he wants to commit to or not. If you're dating a man within, I say no more than 3 months, if a man doesn't ask you to be his girlfriend or commit to you, you're wasting your time. It's time to move on. And you don't have to ask him. You don't have to beg. You just need to leave. It doesn't take a man long at all to know what category they're going to put you in. Are they going to put you in the wifey category, the booty call category, or the placeholder category? Meaning they're just going to waste your time until they find their wife, the person they want to be with. Or are you just a hoe? You just somebody to just play with, a toy that they can just play around with to get a release? Or are they somebody that they respect that they can wife up one day, that they actually want to work for? But guess what? You are the gatekeeper, ladies. You are the ones that actually decide if you're going to let this man have access to you. And as a man sitting in his divine masculine energy, he's going to take the action. He's going to take the lead in proving to you that he's serious about you or not. All right, somebody says, make my own money. I'm sick of trying to apply some what in antiqued ideas. Women can work these days. Don't ask for mines. Um, you're operating out of a lot of grown boy energy with that. That's speaking to a man that's insecure. Because a man that knows the value of a woman will be willing to do anything for that woman. And I'm not talking about a hoe. I'm not talking about these people out here that's wasting your time. I'm talking about a real woman. A real woman is invaluable. Think about this, and let me put it in perspective. How many women do you know? And I'm talking about elders in your family that can be whole and solid on their own where they don't need a man. And how many men, elder men in your family are alone and solid on their own? There's no comparison. Most men need a woman. They need a woman's love, whether it's their mama, their sister, somebody, they need a woman. A woman don't need a man really. The only time a woman needs a man is for security, stability, and support. But a lot of women are so strong and so powerful that they've learned to adjust to be on their own. But a man needs a woman. A man cannot be alone, ever. It's proven. Think about it. Think about the elders of your think about it for just a second. Think about it for just a second. How many men out here? Think about it for a second. Elder men have no women. I'm not talking, and I'm talking about their mama, their sister, some woman that they're interacting with. And how many elder women they don't need no man. They solid on their own. They can do everything that a man can do and a woman can do. Not everything, but they can do a lot of stuff on their own. So you see the difference? So that man in my comments that's talking at the side of his neck is a grown boy because he doesn't know the power of a woman. A power of a good woman can change your life. Every powerful man, I'm talking about presidents, I'm talking about kings, I'm talking about people of power, millionaires, billionaires, have the influence of a woman's energy. All of them. All of them. Whether it's the influence of their mother, whether it's the influence of their sister, their wife, their girlfriend, somebody is boosting and stroking that man's ego because that's the influence of a woman. And a lot of times, women will make a man think of things to take their life and their different ideas or whatever to the next level. So a lot of times a man that's powerful is because of the influence of what his wife has done for him. I'll give you an example, Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. And I don't care what your political view is, but think about the influence she has on Barack. Think about some of the more powerful men in the world. They have some woman around them lifting them up. The rulers of the world, they got some woman that's making them feel, very powerful and worthy. There's always somebody, some feminine energy. But a broken man and a woman a man that's harnessing um, feminine energy will operate out of the need to always have a woman serving them. So you're always going to attract a bossy woman. You're always going to attract a woman that's not operating out of their feminine energy. And that's why you are operating out of insecurity, masculinity, because you're not embracing your masculine energy. There's always a woman standing next to a man on the throne. There's always a woman influence a man of power. Do your research before you get in my comments talking that noise because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And when it's coming to masculine and feminine energy, a man operating out of their feminine energy is a bitch. And they're very weak. They're a scared man. They're a wounded man. They're an insecure man. And they're running from their healing and their pain. And they end up attracting strong, powerful women that they can't handle. And that's why they say women are bitches, women are this, women are that, because you're not operating out of your masculine, which is actions, which is leadership, which is making a woman feel emotionally safe and secure. If you do that, I don't care how powerful that woman is. I don't care how much money she has. She will submit to you. A woman that feels emotionally, mentally, and physically safe and led by a strong, secure man, she will do anything for you. But if you're not operating out of that strong masculinity, you're going to keep getting treated like a bitch. And then you're going to get mad because you're going to wake up one day, you're going to be 50, 60, 70, 80 years old alone because nobody's going to want your ass because you don't know how to value a true woman meant to love you and protect you. When you get old, crusty, and you alone with all this money that you claim that you're going to harness and keep to yourself, that women don't care about, by the way. A real woman don't care about no money, by the way. Let me put that out there. What women value is being emotionally, mentally, and physically protected and supported by her man. When a woman says, my man, my man, my man, she's saying, I know he got me. And we ain't talking about money. So you got the game twisted. That's just bonus points. But number one, a woman that feels emotionally, physically, spiritually secured and protected by her man, you are you are the bomb, because that's hard to find. That's a real man for you right there. So if you are encompassing that right there, let me tell you, she don't care if you making $30,000 a year because you a real man standing on business. So all that talk, you talking about money, men value money, women don't value money. Women value leadership and security, and men that stand in their divine masculine energy, where she knows you're loyal, you're going to protect her, you're going to make her feel secure and safe, and she can depend on you for anything. Oh, honey, I need help with this. I got you, baby. I got you. Oh, I'm not feeling good. Well, what do you need, baby? You need me to go get you something? That's going to make a woman submit. And then when she gets better, she's going to say, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? But you haven't experienced that yet because you're operating out of straight up bitch energy. Yeah, I said it. So get out of my damn comments with all that foolery and do your research and learn how to be a real man and stop operating out of being of a bitch and a grown boy, because you don't know a real woman until you had a real woman. But since you're operating like a bitch, you're attracting very toxic women, and you're equating a real woman to being toxic, and that's wrong. So you're an insecure, sad, broken man that needs to get some therapy and really needs to look at yourself in the mirror, the man in the mirror. And then maybe one day, this message, and that's why I'm not blocking you, because you're going to hear all this. Maybe one day you'll realize everything I'm telling you is facts. And maybe that one day you sit down and realize you're all alone and nobody wants your old raggedy ass. That's probably when you're going to realize that, oh man, I should have listened. I should have valued women and stopped treating them like, oh, they ain't getting none of this. They ain't that. Because guess what? Nobody going to want you. That's so cute. Thank you. But it's the truth. I'm dead serious. Like, we got to rise up, fellas. And there's men that watch me that get it and they understand what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying all women are operating out of the divine feminine energy. You have some women, I have even had clients in the past that have been women that's operating out of so much damn masculine energy that they're repelling good men because they feel like, I don't need no man. I don't need nobody. I'm good. I got my money. And it's like, okay, well, ma'am, you're never going to find you a man because you think you the man in a relationship. You need to pour into being a little bit more feminine, because a real woman, no matter how much success or money she has, she wants the companionship of a man to take some of the load off of her. But you're not making space for a man to be a man. You're trying to run a man off and tell him what to do. That's not going to help you attract a man. You're going to keep attracting narcissists, insecure men, or that That food that was in my comments a minute ago, you're going to attract people like that. That's bitches. And then you're going to get mad because they're operating out of insecurities and fears and wanting you to take care of them and wanting you to do the things that's going to make them feel secure and stable because you're operating out of your masculine energy and making them feel secure and stable. So why should they have to change? They're being a bitch. Jonathan says, I agree. It's the truth. What, ladies, we have got to back it on up. I know it's unbelievable, but it's the truth. So you got to get into alignment with grounding your energy and knowing who you are and what you want to attract. And if you're a feminine, you need to lean into more feminine energy if you want to become attracting more masculine men. If you're a man and you want to attract more feminine women that's going to love you, support you, nurture you, submit to you, you got to operate out of masculine energy, not control, but masculinity. And I just said that a woman has to be, what did I say? What did I say, y'all? Yeah, like I said earlier, a woman has to be emotionally, mentally safe and know that you have her in order to submit to you. Until a man shows up in love and security and making a woman feel emotionally, mentally safe, then guess what? You're never going to find you a good woman that's going to submit to your leadership. I know it's unbelievable. I'm speaking facts though, and I know what I'm talking about. What you guys don't know is that I am not only very spiritually tapped in, I'm clairvoyant, but I'm also about to launch a matchmaking business. And I really understand love on a deeper level. Men and women are not the same. Men and women are not the same. And I understand people on a whole different level, like on a spiritual level, that a lot of times people operate out of a lot of trauma and pain that make them attract the wrong type of people. So, for example, if you grew up in a very toxic environment, a very toxic household or environment, thank you so much for joining the Soul Tribe, Ash Bay. You tend to harness a lot of energy of either becoming someone that's set out to destroy and repel and fear commitment and love, or which is aka an avoidant, or you operate out of people that's really trying to chase love, which is aka an anxious attachment. Either way, it's a big, very big extremes of toxicity. If you're running from love, you're running from people. You're running from having someone come into your life that can actually be a blessing. And you are so blind to it because you're scared of being hurt. You're harnessing so much pain from your childhood that you allow yourself to miss out on beautiful opportunities and you avoid people at all costs. If you're anxious, you have not really experienced good love as a child, so you're searching for that rush of love anywhere you can find it. And so when somebody comes in that's a narcissist, a love bomber, or trying to present you with, somebody said in the comments, a situationship, you should stay in it praying that you can get that rush of love that they give you every now and then. And you're holding on to that and you're equating it to love. And that's some bull. So we got to get to recognizing and understanding what love is, what the opposite sex is, and we have to really work on our traumas, and we have to really work on our pain, and we have to understand that we only deserve the best, and we have to only honor ourselves to attracting matches. So, Magic Moon Kitty, when you say as quick as it starts, it ends quickly, that is because what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to cling onto people that give you love bomb energy, and then you're automatically falling in love. So you're chasing love. instead of stepping back and letting people show you who they are. There's always that honeymoon phase. There's always that honeymoon phase. So just like you're going to put your best foot forward in the beginning, a man or a woman, no matter if they're toxic or healthy, is always going to put their best foot forward in the beginning. Always. So that's why whenever you're dating, guys, you always have to take your time. You cannot rush love. You have to take your time and really get to know somebody. And what you're looking for is consistency, and you're looking for actions matching words. You're not listening to words. You're not holding on to words. You're not holding on to a dream. You are allowing a person to show you who they are. And based on how they show you who they are consistently, you have to make a decision if that person is for you or not for you. And you're not going to alter who they are in your mind, or you're not going to say, well, let me hope they're going to change. They probably are not. So now you have to look at this person for who they are. Look at them. And you have to say, okay, how many boxes is this person checking for me? Within 3 months, 3 to 6 months, how many boxes is this person checking for me on what I want in my person? If it's not checking and it's not giving and they're full of crap, I got to be willing to walk away. Ladies, we've got to be in the energy of always willing to walk away. You cannot stay in it because you're desperate. You cannot stay in it because you're lonely. You cannot stay in it because this person promised you that they're going to change. You cannot stay in it because you feel like you can change this raggedy ass fool. You cannot change no damn body. They either are or they're not. They're either going to show up or they can get lost. They're either going to love you or waste your time. They're either going to put you in a category of wifey, or they're going to put you in a category of I'm just going to use this hoe. They're going to put you in a category of I'm going to use you, I'm going to be with you, or I'm going to waste your ever living mind. We've got to be able to know what's for us and what's not for us. And that comes with the healing journey. So the healing journey is I got to really work on me, my pain, because there's something about me that's attracting the narcissists, the toxic individuals, the people that waste my time. There's something about me deeper that I got to really look at, because it's not that you're attracting them really. Let's be honest. It's because you're allowing them to stay. People are only going to be in your life as long as you allow them. I love that. Relationship is a mirror. I love that. Yes. It's a true reflection of who you are. And I always tell people on this channel, you are what you attract. So if you're operating out of desperate, out of lonely, out of I gotta have somebody, or I'm horny, I gotta whatever your thing is, that's what you're going to attract. But if you're operating out of I am a queen, I am a king, I am an empress, I am an emperor, I am worthy of love, I am the best, I only deserve the best. If you're not going to give me your best, then you can leave. If you're not going to respect me, then you can leave. If you're not going to love me properly, then you can leave. If you're operating out of that, guess what? The narcissists, the toxic people are going to fall off. They're going to leave because they're going to see they can't get to you. And that's why I always tell you, close your damn legs. Close your legs. Close your legs. Because that's what they want a lot, ladies. A lot of men want to see how far, even the good guys, okay? Even the good guys, they're going to test you now. They're going to test you. They're going to be like, okay, well, let's just see. Let's just see if this Mika Divine spiritual guidance person is a hoe. Let me see if I could squeeze on in. Let me just see. Oh, they not? Okay, all right. This is a real one. All right, all right, all right. Let me get right. Let me get it right. Let me get it tight. So a lot of times men will test you. And that's where you have to really look at it for what it is. But you know what closing your legs does? It really sends a message that my body's a temple. I have self respect and dignity. You have to earn me before you can have me. And I'm not going to set myself in no predicament to possibly have somebody's STD, somebody's oops baby, create a soul tie to somebody that I barely even know. Come on now. Come on now. And you will begin to think a lot more clearer. As women, what you don't realize is when you start opening Pandora's box and you start giving that portion of yourself, you begin to have blurred vision. You'll be like, oh Lord, what was that? And that's exactly what the toxic person wants to get you to do. They want to get you wrapped up in the illusion that this is love. Well, no, it's just a booty call. And that's why you got to respect yourself and you got to step back and not do that. And I promise you, every single time a person comes into your life and they test you, it's going to be hard. You know, temptation is hard. Temptation is hard, but it's possible. And I know because I don't tell y'all anything that I don't walk. Like when I tell you to close your legs, I close my legs. When I tell you guys to vet these foods, I vet these foods. Like I am a person that practice what I preach. When I tell you guys, to really protect yourself, to pray, to really spend time to heal, I do the same thing. I'm going to tell you what I know works. And I'm speaking from experience, but I'm also speaking from realness. And also because I've studied this mess. I know what I'm talking about. Men and women are not the same. And for Tanisha, talking about girl, stop lying. Girl, stop lying to yourself. Because you're going to be the very, very stupid, broke, busted, and disgusted hoe out here being ran on by these niggas that's going to be running through you like a choo-choo train. And they're going to keep using you up and they're going to keep treating you like trash while you sitting up here in my comments trying to act like you important. If you don't want to get this wisdom, keep being single, broke, busted, and disgusted without no real man to come into your life, ho. And understand this. Experience is the best teacher. So keep moving how you moving and you'll see, you'll find out that I ain't lying, that you lying to yourself. And I hope you heard that message. That's why I didn't block you. So you can get the message and you can realize the truth of what you out here dealing with. So you can get spiritually evolved and you can learn and you can get some wisdom. So you can move different. So you can evolve and you can grow and you can attract a real man and stop settling for less. But if you ain't ready to go to the next level, then get the heck off my page and stop being trigger happy in the comments and trying to be a comment warrior, talking all that noise, and get off of my page if you ain't ready for the truth. Only the people that's ready for the truth is here. Thank you a little bit for the 49.99. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, a little bit says these are golden nuggets of wisdom and life experiences. Thank you. They are. And listen, when I tell you guys this stuff is stemming from personal experiences, wisdom from elders that I've literally sat down and had conversations with about life, other spiritual advisors that I work with closely, and I know what I'm talking about. But everybody ain't ready for it because some people want to live small. Some people want to stay lost in the sauce. Some people want to stay broke, busted, and disgusted. Some people want to stay low vibrational. And I'm not with it. I'm trying to go to the top. I'm trying to set myself free. And I'm trying to find people, like minded people that's trying to get to the next level as well. And if you ain't ready for it, then keep them comments to your damn self. Shanita says, spoken like a true lady and a fellow Aquarius. I'm just saying, they ain't ready for it. And I'm an Aries moon, so I really have no filter. It's going to come out. I'm an Aquarius sun and Venus and an Aries moon. All y'all can get it. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. All y'all can get it. Care nothing about it. But I'm going to let you know the truth. And it's because truly, with my humanitarian spirit, I really do want to help a lot of people. And I can't stand people that come onto people's pages to really try to shake and move and adjust people's mindset when they're trying to get them to stay small, stay broken, stay little. When we trying to go to the top, baby, we trying to go to the top. We trying to move, we trying to shake. And you either can get with the program or be left behind. So if you want to be left behind on some whole shit, go ahead. Go on. It's a lot. Dating is hard. I feel like we're in a lot of spiritual warfare with ourselves and with other people. But this is where you have to really ground your energy and really be aware of who you are and what you want. You can't go into dating blindly because, as much as we have a lot of people that move in the light, we have a lot of people that move in the darkness. As much as we have people that want to move out of love and healing energy, we have people that want to bring you down. That's spiritual warfare. And I'm not just talking about in love, I'm talking about just in general. It's a lot of people out here that's, fighting some battles within themselves. And because they're so broken and so hurt that they're out to bring other people down with them because they're miserable. And you got to really protect yourself. You got to really protect yourself. So, if you're interested in dating and you're really interested in finding somebody serious, thank you again to a little thank you again to a little bit for the 49.99 sponsoring today's read. My read from the noggin, from the downloads I'm getting while whatever I'm being called to talk about. I don't even know what we're going to call this live. It's just whatever. Random. If you're serious about dating, I want you to make a list. I want you to write down all the things about your ex, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I want you to be totally honest and transparent and real about this list. Like, how did this person show up in the relationship? How did they look? How did they treat you? How did they make you feel? All of it. Don't leave no stone unturned. And as you reflect and you really process and you really sit with that for just a second, and you think of everything you can to really describe this fool, I want you to really circle all the good that you noticed about this person because let's be honest, that person wasn't all bad. There were some things about this person that attracted you to them, whether it be their looks, whether it be certain things that they would do that you liked. But that's going to really help you understand more about yourself. And what was it about this person that attracted you to them from the beginning? One of the most powerful things about this list, though, too, is you get to see how much you were really settling with. What is all this bad stuff on this list? Why did I settle for that? And then I want you to make a separate list. And we're going to call this my boo thing. We're going to call it my boo thing. My boo. You can call it Mr. Wonderful, Mrs. Wonderful, my boo, my honey, my sweetie, my darling, my soulmate, whatever you want to call it, okay? And you're going to take all of the things that you listed on that toxic person's list and you're going all the stuff you circled and you're going to put it on your boo thing list, okay? Like list it out. And then I want you to add stuff to it. What were the things you were missing in that other relationship that you want to see in your next? What was the character traits, the qualities, maybe the income, the effort, the time? What is the way you want to be loved? Be intentional about this list. Leave no stone unturned. After you make that list, guys, sit with it for just a second. Be like, wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. I've been missing out. I've been missing out. I've been settling for these broke, busted, and disgusted individuals when I could be having a whole blessing. A lot of you guys are going to say, but Mika, where does this person exist? They're out there. You just haven't met them yet. Now, in that list, Mr. Wonderful list, I want you to circle 5 things, only 5, because y'all be running out. Y'all be having a whole, especially y'all. Look, I'm going to pick on the Virgos, especially y'all Virgos watching. Y'all going to have about 10, 20 things that are non negotiables. I need you to just pick 5 non negotiables. That's it, just 5. Okay, only 5. Only 5 on the Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful list. Okay. And those are the things that you would say are my deal breakers. So, for example, my list, my deal breakers would be I got to have somebody who is not a smoker. I do not like smokers. Absolutely not. When somebody tells me that they're a smoker, it's time for me to say, okay, it's fine. It's time for me to get my purse. Hold on. It's time. It's time for me to get my purse. Y'all know my little cord is my purse. It's time for me to get my purse and walk out the door. If you say you a smoker, it's time for me to go. That would be one of my things. Another thing is if somebody says that they live with their mama, their sister, their brother, their cousin. Let me get my purse real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my purse. When they say they live with their mama, their sister, their brother, it's time for me to go. Time for me to get my purse. It's time to go. It's time to go. If they homeless, I cannot help the homeless. I'm sorry. It's a no. It's a no for me. If a person says they got a bazillion children or they have children under the age of 12, it's time for me to go. It's time. It's time. It's time for me to get my purse. It's time for me to go. Stop talking to me. Why are you talking to me? Now, listen, what I'm saying, that may not work for you, but I'm talking about what works for me. All right. It's time to go, honey. Track shoes. Track star. She's a runner. She's a track star. What else? I think I said 3 things. So I got to give you 2 more things. If a person tells me that they have been recently divorced, in separation, or had a breakup within the last 6 to 8 months, time for me to go. Where my purse? Time to go. Because I'm a heterosexual female, and for most men, it takes them upwards of a year or more to move on from their ex. They're not totally healed after a few months. Most men are not ready to seriously date, and I want somebody serious. So that would be on my list as well, ladies. That would be on my list. So y'all get the idea of what I'm talking about. I have other things, but that's the idea of what I'm talking about. So once you make that list and you circle your non-negotiables, you need to honor those things. So meaning like when you're actually going out and dating, now that you have an idea of what you're looking for and what you want, you need to use that information as your playbook when you date. Now, here is the thing. Never tell a person you're dating what you're looking for. Never. Never tell a person what you're looking for. That's suicide. Don't do it. When somebody tells you, okay, so what are you looking for in a partner? Never tell them, oh, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for that. You're telling them your playbook. You're telling them what role they need to play. You're telling them this is what I want my man or my woman to do. And if they're a toxic person, they're going to play that role. You're telling them how to behave and what to do. So instead, what do you say? You're going to tell that person, I'm looking for the right fit. I'm looking for someone who is a good match for me, who really just makes me feel like, it's a good fit. It's just going to feel right. It's just going to feel right. That's all you tell them. Ladies, stop telling these men all your business. Stop it. So tell me a little bit about your past. Tell me a little bit about your ex. So like my ex, he cheated on me with like 4 girls, and we were together for like 10 years. And then every time I would take him back, he would just go and find another hoe to sleep with. And then on top of that, he beat me. He treated me like crap. And then on top of that, he had a daughter. Yes, a daughter on me. No, never tell them. Do not do it. Never tell somebody your trauma early on. They don't need to know that. If someone wants to know about your ex, just say it didn't work out. We were just not compatible. We were not meant to be. It just wasn't a good match. If you start going into the specifics and telling the person what actually happened, what you're actually doing is telling them that I'm weak. I'm vulnerable. I'm a magnet for people to lie to me, to cheat on me, to abuse me. You're kind of telling them who you are indirectly, and they may use that against you later. Never thought about that, right? So less is more. when you're meeting someone new. It's not really lying, it's really just withholding a lot of personal information because really at the end of the day, they're a stranger. You don't know this person, they don't know you. So you just need to tell them the basic fundamentals things about yourself. Your name, maybe where you grew up, a little bit about your family. If you got a lot of family trauma and pain, you don't need to talk about that. All you need to do is just let them know like what do you do for a living and all that. Even women that have children, do not bring your new person around your kids until you guys are in a committed relationship and until you feel comfortable. And I would never leave your kids alone with this man or woman until it's been about a year or so. You got to be able to establish the trust. There's some really sick and twisted people out here that will do things to your kids, or if you bring a person around and you guys don't end up together, it can affect the children. They can wonder why did that guy that you were talking to, why are they not around anymore? So you got to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful with that because there is a lot of people that have bad intentions. And that's why you have to move very slow and really get to know people without telling too much. I also think there's very much a significance in really listening to that person when you're dating. So as you're dating that person, really listen to what they're saying because they're going to tell you a lot of things about themselves to kind of give you a preview of who they really are. And usually in the beginning, when a person is telling you a lot of stuff, it's kind of like them revealing to you what they really want. So if a man tells you, ladies, you know, I'm really just kind of going with the flow, I'm not really dating seriously. That man just told you he don't want no relationship. But then some of you women are going to be sitting there talking about, well, he says that for now, but maybe I can convince him to change his mind. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. Nope. Or the person that's saying, oh, I'm just going with the flow. They're not serious. They're not serious. Now, if somebody says, oh, I'm dating, intending to marry, or I'm dating seriously, or I'm trying to find my wife or husband, those are the ones that are serious. But if someone says, "Oh, I'm just chilling, I'm just going with the flow, you know, I don't really know what I'm looking for. I'm just, I want to be friends first and just kind of see what happens." That's some bull, y'all. That's code for I'm really not into you, either I have somebody already or you're just a booty call or they're gay or they're gay. Big shout out again to a little bit for the 49.99. Thank you again so much for that beautiful donation. I know, right? It sucks, but it's the truth. Think about it though. If someone says, I don't really know, or I'm just going, I'm just chilling, or whatever. They're not serious. They just told you. They just told you. So why would you hold on to the expectation that this person wants to seriously date you? They don't. Again, they're putting you in the category as I'm not really into you, but I'll still hit it anyway. Ladies, these guys are like that. I'll still have sex with you anyway. I'm still, attracted to you. So I'll still have sex with you, but I don't want to be in no serious relationship. Or someone that just wants, they see that you are um a big baller or you have money or you're stable and they just want to use you for your resources and your time and see what they can get out of the deal and still not commit to you because they don't feel like they can measure up to you. So you got to be careful. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. And I think for a lot of women, like no one has really sat down with us, a lot of women, and really have taught them the game and hasn't really revealed to women that there's men out here that really be on some BS for real. And men, I know there's women that be on BS too, but I feel like there's a lot more single women out here that really want love. There's a lot more women that really want committed relationships than there are men. There's a lot of more men that don't want to settle down than there are women that really want to settle down. There are men that do, but it's less, far less. And men, y'all know I'm telling the truth. So I don't want to hear y'all in the comments talking about, but that's not true. That's not. Yes, it is. There's a lot more women that want to get married and settle down, and a lot less men that want to get married and settle down. So stop lying. And you said some of these men in secret competition, they are. So, like, say, for example, what she's talking about is, say, for example, if you're a successful woman, okay, say if you are like a CEO, a businesswoman, you have your own stuff, your own house, your own car, your own money, you're doing better than this man. A lot of these women that are in those powerful positions are not really looking for a man for his money. A lot of those women are generally just looking for true companionship. But a lot of dummy men think that these women still, I think there's some dummy men that still think that women want to use these men for their money. And that's not true. Why would she want to use you for your money if she's doing better than you? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So it turns out these men, because men like to be in more of a leadership role, want to be in a competition with the woman to say, oh, I'm going to show this woman that I'm better than her. She's not trying to show up to be better than you. She's just a goal oriented woman, and she's just a successful woman. She's not trying to compete with you, sir. She's trying to live her best life and just trying to find a companion. So sit your ass down. Sit your ass all the way down and stop trying to compete with a real woman that's about her business. What, you mad because you ain't got your stuff together? You mad because you're not reaching the level of success that she worked so hard to get to? But a real man will not compete with a woman. They'll look at that woman as, wow, that's a woman that I'm proud to have on my shoulder because she's about her P's and Q's. And those kind of men understand that that woman don't really need me for my money. She's successful, and she really genuinely likes me for me. That's what a real man is going to see. But here we go with the insecure man, the broken man, like that fool that was in my comments earlier. Those kind of men look at women as, oh, I gotta make this woman, I gotta make her come down to my level, or I gotta make myself look better than her. Like, that's an insecure man. So they really just get triggered in some kind of weird and twisted, sick way, and feel like they can humble a woman. And guess what that woman does? This is where these powerful women do. They end up taking care of a man indirectly because they feel like they have to win that man's love because they got it. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Pros Moke, I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else. It was another guy in the comments that was running their gums. I'm not talking about you. You're fine. But what happens is there's a lot of women that are in those positions where they feel like because this man is giving them a hard time, I got to work harder. I got to buy them J's. I got to buy them trips. I got to let them move in with me. I got to give them money. I got to do this. And then what that woman doesn't realize is now she's exuding a lot of masculine energy and she's taking care of a bitch. So if you are in a very powerful position as a woman, like, okay, say if you're a successful woman and you're watching this live right now or this video, and you relate with what I'm talking about, where you find yourself being with a bunch of broke, busted, and disgusted men. Exactly, Jamaica. You need to understand that you're buying a man. You're trying to buy love, and you got to stop that right now. Because you're lowering your standards. You're depleting your energy for a man that doesn't want you. They just want to use you. And that's why you keep getting used. So what you got to get to is you got to start looking in the right places. You got to only allow people in your energy that you know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that's going to be a man without his hand out. And you got to stop being in a giving, um, supporter energy. Like, that's for a man. A man wants to be the provider and the supporter. Even if they can't give to you monetarily because they're not making as much money as you are, let a man be a man. You got to fall back, ma'am. You got to sit your ass down. Sit your ass down and let the man rise up. I don't care how much money you have. Sit your ass down and let the man rise up. Even if he can't take you to no Ruth Chris or nothing, and he want to take you to old Applebee's, let him. I know. I hear y'all. Hush. I hear y'all. Applebee's. Hush. Calm down. Let the man try to win you over. If he's a good man, he's going to put his best foot forward. If he's really into you, he's going to put his best foot forward, and he won't have his hand out. If anything, he's going to look at you crazy if you sit up there and try to like buy him gifts and do stuff for him. It demasculates a man. A man feels like, what the hell, woman? So stop it. Stop it right now, ladies. If you want to attract a real man, stop that right now. Stop taking care of a man. You're not a man, you're a woman. Stop it. Pro Smoke says women are in competition due to the numbers. It's like 6-to-1 ratio in these cities. It kind of is. I think that there are a lot of single women and very little single men. And that is because there are a lot of men that's lost. There's a lot of men out here that's lost, that's not operating out of the divine masculine energy. And there's a lot of lost women that's operating out of their masculine energy. So we're just lost souls. We're in spiritual warfare. There's a lot of people that's really losing sight of who they really are and how, divine order is supposed to go. And what's happening is we are definitely missing out on beautiful opportunities to love because people are not leaning into, what God intended them to lean into. And it's because we're living in a culture where a lot of people are moving out of their own agendas. So there's a lot of men out here that feel like, well, what's the point? A lot of these women want to just use me for my money or use me for my success or just do all these things to just kind of waste my time. And then there's these women out here that take advantage of it. And men are right. There are women out here. There's bloggers, there's podcasters that be like, yeah, make sure you find a rich man and you take his money and you use him. And that's some bull, man. That's some bull. That's not healthy. And that's going to push good men away that are ready to love because they're not going to trust women. And then you have the women out here who are trying to find love that end up finding a lot of broken men because these men are terrified. And I'll tell you some of the reasons why a lot of men are and a lot of women are not really connecting with each other too is because we have a lot of stuff online. We got the dating apps, we got OnlyFans, we got Cornhub, we got people that's engaging in a lot of different things virtually with people that are not real. So like dating apps and interacting with people like that is not real. It's not real relationships. It's not real connection. Then when you got people that got the toys, that are like women are self-stimulating themselves. Men are self-stimulating themselves. So when they come into real connection with someone in the bedroom, they don't really get off like they used to. So that interferes with people wanting to build meaningful connection in human relationships because of all the different other distractors that's going on out here. Y'all see what I'm saying? So we're in spiritual warfare. There's a lot of different stuff going on. Yeah, there's a lot of broken people. Exactly, Amber. There are people that are not taking time to heal and just really get back to the word, getting back to God, getting back to the way God intended people to move. Like there's a lot of people that's doing a lot of like artificial stuff, artificial stimulation, artificial relationships, situationships, polyamorous, open relationships, a bunch of bull. That's what people are doing. And it's steering us away from God. It's steering us away from our divine energy and, being true to who we are and what God intended us to do. So that's why I'm also very much motivated to start this matching business so I can match like minded people that are really about moving with good intention and that have good vibrations that are really intending to come together with other people with good vibrations. And of course, with that business, what I'm going to do is have a extensive screening process where these people that I have in my dating pool are only going to be really about their life and not people that's here to waste your time. So I'm looking forward to that. It's still in the works. I'm still like, as an Aquarius, y'all know how it is. Air signs. You gotta map it out in your head before you execute it in real life. So I'm still full of a bunch of ideas, and when I launch it, you guys will be the first to find out. You guys are welcome to join. I told my subscribers you guys can join absolutely free. I'll give you guys a specific code to put in, so it'll be free for a limited amount of time. But I'm still working on it, so it'll come out. I've already got my license, already established my LLC. I'm still working on my website and the background technology and software and stuff that I'm going to establish to make sure that it works. But it's going to be super cool and super dope. And I think we need more like-minded people that are moving with a intentional purpose to come together. Of course, it's not 100% foolproof, but I feel like it's going to be a step in the right direction. I really want to impact more people locally by having like events, hosting events for singles and things like that. That's what I want to get to eventually. Of course, it's going to start virtually, and then of course we'll do like virtual matchmaking, like speed dating type things and events and stuff like that for you guys to join in on that. That's my vision, and then it's going to lead to more face to face interactive stuff. And then if people are going to be in the United States in other areas than Mississippi and you're not local, I can definitely venture out and connect serious people with other matchmakers in their area if that's possible. So I think that's going to be super dope and super fun. Um, and the purpose behind it is there's no one in my area that's doing it. So I feel like there's a need, and I think there's so much impact that I can have on a lot of people, including my friends, who are single that's really struggling out here. Yeah, that really need good, wholesome connections with people, and that really need like people that pass background screeners because, yep, you going to get a background check. We going to make sure you ain't on some BS, and we going to see what time you on. And there is an application process you do have to fill out. So, yeah, yeah. So, all you narcissists, denied, absolutely denied. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. And I think it's going to be kind of fun too, just to kind of see. Just to kind of see, who really gets into it. And even if it doesn't really take off, I think just the idea behind it is super cool. I love love. I really love like helping people. So I think it's just really just a great idea. And all my friends, they're like, girl, please let me know. Girl, as soon as you launch, let me know. Please let me know. And I'm like, okay, okay, just give me a second. Like my mind, I have like 1,000 tabs of ideas open right now. I need to close a few of them and then I'm gonna execute. Just give me a second. My mind is overstimulated right now with ideas. Yeah. And that's another thing. When people like when it says make sure you look like your picture Jamaica, I'm going to do virtual calls. Like people that are serious, you're going to set up a meeting with me, an interview. So when I interview you, I can see it's actually you. And then you send me your pictures. And then I make sure that it's actually you. And then if it's not, I'm going to deny you. It's going to be like, ma'am, sir, that picture right there is back when you was 50 pounds lighter. You are not that. So I need you to delete, or you're going to be blocked and delete it. You need to tell the truth. And nothing's wrong with how you look, because at the end of the day, whatever look you have is attracted to somebody. You may not have the beauty constructs of an individual that maybe someone would find attractive, but there's somebody out there who does. Some people will like things about you that you may find as a flaw. So, I just want people to be honest and transparent and real. So all that will be a part of the process for sure. Mitzi says, that sounds pretty cool, Mika. Thank you so much. I think so too. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a great idea. Hey, Daisy. All right, y'all. I think I need to get off of this live and really get some rest. I don't know. I just felt like I needed to kind of explain to myself why I had to postpone my videos for later. But you guys know, the people that saw me yesterday, I was up late doing mini reads. Then what you guys don't know is I had some personals this morning that I had to do. And one of them personal in particular was very draining. Like it brought me to my knees. Like I was dizzy. I was not feeling good at all. And I said, there is no way that I can go live right now. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'm all big on like putting my best foot forward. Like whenever I put content out for you guys, I want to make sure I'm giving you the best of the best, right? So I wasn't feeling my best, and I already know, like I was already like really exhausted and drained and tired and over it. I needed to just step away from tarot. I needed to eat. I needed to have some coffee. I needed to decompress, and I needed to rest. And so I'll come back on later though. I may come on. I put 4 o'clock for the members video. So my members, that's expecting that all signs reading. I put 4 o'clock. So around 4 o'clock or earlier, we'll see how I feel. And then for Aquarius and Pisces, I put 6 o'clock. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get some rest. Hey, thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Aqua gang. Hey Jada. Aqua gang, gang, gang in this thing, thing, thing. It's the weather for sure. Jamaica, it's the weather. This weather out here is out of control. Like I'm in Mississippi, and we're in the midst of this snow calypse. Right now it's just rain, and it's like wet and cold outside, and they're expecting for us to get some ice or the water to freeze the roads. So I'm just cozy at home. Got the heat up. I'm laying here with my heated blanket and my fuzzy socks on. I got Duchess chilling. Y'all see Duchess? Duchess is chilling. You hear me calling your name. Duchess and I, we chilling, y'all. I think we have power. If we do lose power, one thing about my area where I live, the power typically gets restored pretty quickly. So I don't usually have problems with the power. Yeah, I definitely will be making sure I'm safe. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys later. I hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Until next time, check with y'all later. Bye.